Today for reading, the story doesn't have any illustrations. So I thought I would read it to you and we could just kind of think about celebrations around the world and how people celebrate. And that's your essential question, actually, is thinking about how people celebrate. This is an informational text. It gives you information about real people, places, and things, events. You can check the facts in informational text and other places. It presents the information in a clear way, and it's organized by topics. And this is definitely organized by topics. I'll show you what I mean. Your vocabulary words are the word define, and define is a way that you describe something. And the other word is exchange. And exchange means that you give someone something and you get something in return. You exchange it. So this text is called Cultures and Holidays Around the World. Now, after reading the title, you already know what this informational text is going to be about. And I said it could be organized by topics. And here's the first example. The first heading in this story is harvest celebrations. So people in the United States and Canada celebrate Thanksgiving. This holiday marks the end of the farming season. When the crops are harvested, people gather for a feast and express gratitude for the food and other good things in their lives. Now, did you know that's one of the reasons we celebrate Thanksgiving? Because it's the end of the farming season. It's harvest season. In the United States, we celebrate Thanksgiving in November. Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving in October. These holidays celebrate the same thing. Why are they celebrated at different times? Well, the United States and Canada are separate countries with separate histories, and each country gets to choose when to hold its own celebrations. In Europe, all the way across the ocean, in Europe, the harvest celebration is called St. Martin's Day. And during this November holiday, people also celebrate the end of farming season. This celebration began in Germany and then it spread into other countries. And in Germany, children make lanterns that they carry in parades. People also go to bonfires and eat lots of nice sweets. Families eat a big meal that often includes duck or goose. So it's a little different than ours. We don't usually eat duck or goose. We usually eat turkey. The next one is called Celebrations of Culture. Celebrations of Culture. People around the world celebrate many holidays. Diwali is an ancient festival in India. Diwali is called the Festival of Lights because it celebrates light over darkness. The holiday lasts for 5 days, and during Diwali, Indians light up their homes, they feast with family and friends, exchange gifts, and dress in new clothes. And they also enjoy fireworks. So what does it mean when they exchange gifts? That was one of our vocabulary words. They exchange gifts, they give one and get one in return, right? In many places around the world, people celebrate Ramadan. Unlike most other holidays which fall during the same month or week each year, Ramadan moves around the calendar. Ramadan lasts for 27 days, nearly one whole month. People who celebrate Ramadan do not eat during the day. Instead, they eat in the morning before the sunrise and at the end of the day after sunset. When people celebrate the last day of Ramadan, they dress in their best clothes, decorate their houses with lights, and eat special foods such as dates and dolma. Friends visit and share a meal while families and friends exchange, there's your word again, gifts and greeting cards. The month of December has many holidays. In the United States, people celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. Yeah, we've had a lot of celebrations last month in December. These holidays are also celebrated around the world. In the United States, Christmas includes colorful lights, caroling, gift giving. Families share the foods they make. Only at Christmas time, it's like special cookies that you might make. In the United States, we commonly think of Christmas as a winter holiday, but in some parts of the world, like Australia, it is a summer holiday. Many people in Australia have barbecues or they go to the beach to celebrate Christmas. I think I might like that idea. Hanukkah is another festival of lights. Families celebrate by lighting special candles at sundown for 8 nights. White or blue White or blue and white candles are common, but Hanukkah candles can be any color. Not all families use candles. However, families sometimes use a special oil lamp instead of candles. The Hanukkah celebration includes special foods like potato latkes and cheese, and children receive gifts or small toys or money for Hanukkah. Another celebration in December is Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a holiday celebrated by African Americans during from February the 26th through January the 1st. So the day after Christmas, all the way up through New Year. Kwanzaa celebrates family, community, and culture. Families display beautiful African objects of art and colorful cloth, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables. And each day of Kwanzaa is dedicated to different principle or idea. People who celebrate Kwanzaa light one of 7 candles and talk about that day's principle. Kwanzaa candles are red, green, and black. The community gathering and feast marks the 6th day of celebration on December the 31st, the last day of the year. So that's Kwanzaa. Now, a celebration that we just had. This next part of the selection is called Celebrating Each New Year. For much of the world's population, December 31st is New Year's Eve. This celebration marks the end of the old year. Around the world, people celebrate New Year's Eve with parties and special foods and games. Party goers gather in cities to watch the clock strike midnight or the ball drop, right? At midnight, they see fireworks or a display of bright white lights, streamers, and confetti. Now, this year, not as much because, coronavirus, but usually that's what happens. And on January 1st, New Year's Day, communities host parades and events in cities around the world. People may watch these events on TV, and they often make promises to do something better in the new year. And those promises are called resolutions. You've probably heard that before. In China, the new year falls on a different day. It is often at the end of January. The celebration of the Chinese New Year includes special foods such as dumplings. They're delicious. Families play cards and games. They give their children money wrapped in red paper, and they leave the lights on all night. Many of these holidays share similar traditions, yet there is also something unique about each one. The culture in which this holiday is celebrated helps shape the traditions people use to mark that special day. The food we eat, the music we sing, the clothes we wear, and what we do during that holiday reflects the culture in all of our lives. All right. Sorry that there are no pictures. That's some of the selections are like that. I will be sure to include the discussion starters so that you can talk about different celebrations and how you celebrate them in your house compared to the celebrations around the world described in the text.